He's like, I'm a man, I'm an animal. I'll do this, that, I eat what I kill. Hold up. Hold up.
Say you doing better, I heard you. Now you run your mouth and say I ain't deserving. Pretty bitch, yeah, it's usual. Say no hard feelings, well it's mutual.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, then welcome. Today, child, this episode was crazy. But as y'all can see, I've already done my makeup. I was doing this look with eyeliner, and y'all, that takes like concentration. So if you want to see the tutorial, it will be on my TikTok and it will be on my Instagram. So y'all can go follow me and check it out. This is what it looks like. It was really cute. I used this Victoria's Secret lipstick to do this eyeliner, and I used this like really small paintbrush from Joann's, and it came out super cute. So I was like so happy. But let's get right on into the episode, y'all. So the first scene, I didn't quite understand. I didn't even know it was like Rue thinking of these different movie scenes with her and Jules in it. Until it got to the part of them doing Titanic and Sleeping Beauty, I was just like, oh, okay, like, I see what's going on now. And Frida Kahlo, like, I know she had a movie. I had to watch it back when I was in college. But, I didn't quite understand that scene. So, like, if anybody can break it down, just comment below, because I didn't understand that scene. But next, we get to Jules giving Rue head. And I had to pause my TV like 5 times, y'all. I had to pause my TV like 5 times because I was cringing. I was cringing so bad. I was just like, this is not it.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Like, Rue, I understand she took so many drugs, she couldn't feel it, but baby, we could have came up with something else to do.
Yeah, that's all you can say. Can you come up with something else? Can you come up with something else?
Because that was not it. I was just like, oh my God. I can't even. Hey, let me stop. Anyways, so Jules knows, she knows Rue faked this orgasm. She's just like, did you just fake her orgasm? And Rue was just like trying to say she didn't. We all know she did. But Jules decides she gonna go run and vent to Elliot, telling him she thinks Rue faked an orgasm. These two, they work in my nerves. I don't like Elliot or Jules anymore. I mean, they were already like crossing the line last episode, but this episode, I was just like, I don't like either one of them, and it's just a done deal. So she's telling Elliot about the fake orgasm or whatever, and he's just like, you know, I think Rue is too lazy of a person to fake an orgasm, which was shade. But and he was like, well, maybe you just, you know, you don't know how to give head. So he's like, you know, let me show you. So he takes Jules' hand and calls himself showing her how to give head. And then he's like, okay, now here, do me. And so, like, Jules was, like, getting turned on. Both of them was getting turned on doing this whole thing. And Elliot gonna lick his hand after Jules did him, talking about some, oh, and he tastes good. Then they start kissing. They almost have sex. And I was just so irritated because, Jules, how you go from being mad because you thought that he had a crush on Rue, and then at some point she thought Rue had a crush on him back? Was that in this episode? I don't know. But how you go from being mad because you think Elliot got a crush on Rue to you and Elliot now playing around in the bedroom? Like, come on, like, Anyways, so yeah, while they're in the middle of doing what they're doing, Elliot gets a text from Rue saying she outside. So, you know, she comes in or whatever. And they even so bold to when Rue goes to the bathroom, they gonna start making out. Like, are y'all serious right now? Y'all are bold. Real bold move. And so then we don't know what Rue is doing in the bathroom at this point until we see Elliot goes in the bathroom right after her and there's drugs under this cup. But he blows the drug and he doesn't do his. I don't understand like why, but I guess. So once he comes back from the bathroom, Rue kisses him and he's just like, oh, is this a dare? And you know, Jules was like, there wasn't 10 seconds, blah, blah, blah. Because at this point, they trying to really drag Rue into having a threesome with them unknowingly. Like, not unknowingly because she would know when she starts doing it. But they trying to like, you know, y'all know. So he whispers in Rue ear like, let's make her jealous or whatever. Whole time, Rue is really just looking at Jules. But, so yeah, they kiss or whatever, and Rue was like, did that make you jealous, yada yada yada, and I'm wondering like, did Jules actually get jealous, or like did she just pretend like she was jealous? Because then she dared Elliot to kiss her from, you know, her belly button all the way up, and I'm just like, y'all just doing too much. Like, if this supposed to be a friendship, y'all really doing too much, and y'all going too far with this truth or dare game that y'all have kept up for the past 2 episodes. Like, they doing too much, honestly. And if Rue was in her right mind, she probably would have seen that something was wrong with this. But anyways, this, I mean, they had already made me mad before this, but this is when they really make me mad. Because Elliot's like, if you two are going to keep up this lesbian power trip, then we should go steal some liquor. Like I said, if Rue was in her right mind, she would know that none of this is adding up. So I'm kissing you, you licking on Jules, and you like, oh, well, if y'all go keep doing this, let's go get some alcohol. Like, girl, you don't see what type of time that he on? But she don't, because she's so high. So they go and they still, first of all, very dumb. He don't leave the car running. He goes there, the so-called distracted man, does a terrible job at it. Jules not even sneaky. The whole thing was just terrible. I'm just like, y'all can't even just steal the alcohol correctly. Now his car window bust because dude came after them. They just doing too much. They doing too much. Then they want to get mad when Rue in the back seat drinking the liquor. Like, why did y'all go and steal the liquor? Like, y'all thought y'all was just gonna party up, have a good time, and she just supposed to sit back there and like do nothing. Then he want to turn back around to Rue, talking about some, oh, you can't be drinking on that. That's dangerous. If you cared, you would have never came up with the bright idea to go get the liquor in the first place, sir. And if Jules cared so much about Rue's sobriety, she would not have agreed to go do it as well. Like, what did y'all think? That y'all two was just gonna drink the alcohol? So Jules, you know, she gets mad to ask Rue why she's drinking, blah, 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 blah. And Rue was just like, baby, take me home. Just take me home. I don't want to argue and I can't stand you. And Jules gets in her feelings, as we can see. And I'm just like, girl, how you gonna get in your feelings because she said she can't stand you, yet you was about to get it on with Elliot? Let's stop. And then another thing, if Jules was so concerned about Rue and her sobriety, once again, how you go from one addict to pretty much another one? I mean, she don't know at this point that Elliot does drugs, I don't think. But she gonna find out at the end of the episode when they, you know, allude to the fact that they still has sex afterwards. Like, girl, he might not be a full-blown addict like Rue, but he just sat here and told you that he was doing drugs with her. And they killed me too, because now why you want to be a snitch? You just want to snitch because y'all know in the last episode, he was pretty much venting to Jules like, I don't think Rue's a sexual person. I don't think she like want me like that. And it's just like at this point, he just more Jules to himself is what it seemed like. It is really what it seemed like. But they killed me too because when she was like, well, just drop me off on the side of the road pretty much. He just like right here. This is no way. The same way I said, if you watch my first reaction from the first episode when Lexi just let Cassie get out on the side of the road. Why do y'all just let people get out y'all cars on the side of the road? Like, no ma'am. No ma'am. You can be mad all you want to, but yeah, and then even if Jules, which I don't understand how she don't know Rue is on drugs, but even though Jules don't know this, Elliot, you know this girl on drugs. And she just started drinking. So why would you drop her off on the side of the road knowing she's under the influence? He don't care about her for real. So the fact that he want to like go and snitch at the end and tell Jules that Rue is on drugs and, you know, he didn't want to keep lying to her. Nah, baby, you want Jules to be even more mad than she already was after Rue said she couldn't stand her in the car. So you can get that out to yourself. That's really all it was. And I can see straight through it. Elliot ain't fooling nobody with his fine self. That's all I gotta say about them. They really had me mad. Next thing I want to talk about, Cassie and Nate in this Maddie situation. The cow scene, good, entertaining. But honestly, I was ready to see this unfold in this episode. Like, if this don't comes out in next episode, I'm really finna be like irritated. Like, can we get a roll on? Like, but it's Maddie's birthday and Cassie is doing the most. She's like, you know, got this scrapbook or whatever with pictures of her and Maddie out in there. This cake with Maddie's face on it. Just doing the most. And, you know, the whole time she know what she's doing. And y'all know when she started hugging Maddie after she gave her the scrapbook and she was looking through it, we see like Lexi kind of peeped that, you know, Cassie like looking some type of way. I'm just like, she really just be like, Lexi be sitting back, observing, and getting all the tea, honey. Like, she really do. I can't wait for her play. I cannot wait for her play. Then I'm just like, I don't know, like, is this tea gonna be exposed in the play, or is it gonna be exposed before the play? Because if it's gonna be exposed in the play and that's how everybody find out, I won't mind waiting 2 more episodes. If it don't come out in the next episode, okay, the next one. But after that, But yeah, so before we even get to like the whole party scene, Nate went completely off on Cassie. He drugged her and he read her for filth. Like, girl, when she said you two, like, I wouldn't be doing this if I knew you two were gonna be back together, and he's like trying to tell her that him and Maddie not back together, and she was just like, you know, you guys were broken up, blah blah blah, and he was just like, girl, that is a comfort to nobody but you. And it's still not even a comfort to her because she's getting ate alive. She is just dragging herself through the mud. Like, Nate got a part to play, but she definitely got a part to play in her own actions. The fact that she tried to turn around and gas like Nate and say, I don't even remember what she said. Something about him being in a relationship with her and then talking to her best friend or something. And I'm just like, girl, you are out of your mind. She's just as bad as Nate. Like, I don't got a piece of sympathy in my body for Cassie. Like, I don't. She literally said she was crazy. If somebody tell you they crazy, believe them. Cassie said she crazy. I believe her. All of her actions have showed us she is crazy. Even in the first season, if you rewatch the first season before this one, even in the first season, Cassie was doing things she ain't had no business doing. Even though McKay, you know, didn't claim her as his girlfriend and all that, like, y'all know she had that little thing that she kept going on with that boy where she would, like, make out with him, but, like, wouldn't have sex with him. Like, just stuff like that. Like, Cassie really been a little bit of toxic since the first season, honestly. But yeah, like, Nate, he drugged her. He definitely tried to take the accountability, like, off of himself But he did not lie. He did not lie.
Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I fucking lie?
He didn't lie. She was so mad. He was mad. And then he'll try to be like, Cassie, I love you. It was no emotion in there. I was like, what in the world? Like, how can anybody believe Nate when he say he loved him? I don't get it. But at that moment, Cassie she knew it was BS. She know the whole thing is BS. That's why I'm like, girl, the fact that you even keep going along with it, is something wrong with you. These folks. Anyways. So back to this party scene. Cassie is just drinking. And I'm just like, I would say where her mama at, but her mama there. Her mama is there. I'm just like, okay, you let the kids drink alcohol, but you ain't gonna monitor the amount? Like, my God, at least monitor them drinking alcohol. The girl is sloppy drunk. She's asking BB, y'all know the other friend in their little group, is Nate still coming? Like, she's just really doing the most. Then when he get there, y'all, this was so funny. Like, when he finally gets to the party, she opens the door and he's like, is Maddie here? I'm just like, girl, the fact that you just even going along with this, like, she's so pathetic. She's so pathetic. And, you know, he gives her he gives Maddie the Tiffany necklace. And, you know, like, Maddie is looking back at Cassie like, ugh, like, and Cassie is just like, y'all, she's just done. And I'm just like, girl, I'm sorry. Like, if you're gonna be a side, I don't even know. She's pretty much the side chick, and he's not even with Maddie. Like, girl, if you gonna be a side chick, at least do a better job than that. Like, she is just all over the place. She gets into that pink swimsuit, y'all. Come down the stairs. Kat is looking at her like, girl, like, okay, you doing a lot. And I'm just like, how is at this point Maddie still not thinking anything? Like, they all get in the hot tub. Cassie comes down into the hot tub and she just like falling and flaunting all over Nate as she's getting into the hot tub. Like, yeah, it don't take all that. It don't take all that. You don't. And I was dying because I was watching it with my sister and she thought, like, she was like, girl, Cassie is about to choke herself up in these balloons. Like, y'all, she was doing the most. The acting, oh my God. When they was going back between the scene of, like, Cassie being drunk and singing with the balloons and Cal and what he had going on, which I'm going to get to. The acting, y'all. The acting. Like, all these actors are so good. All these actors and actresses, like, just give everybody on the show an award because they all deserve it. They all deserve it. Cal and Cassie, I'm not gonna lie, they had the best acting on this episode. Like, crazy. Like, they did that. But y'all, Maddie, see, I thought at the beginning Maddie was like toxic, but she's only toxic when she's with Nate. She's only toxic when she's talking to Nate. So they in the hot tub, and when they was like, oh, you guys are back together, she's just like, no. And then Cassie was just like, oh, you're not. And then he was like, no. And Maddie goes off on him. Like, y'all, she goes off on him for no reason. Like, girl. She's like, why are you so definitive about it? Like, she looking bad too. She just don't look as bad as Cassie. But I'm just like, sis, like, the relationship obviously is not good. Oh, in that scene when he was still at the house with her, where she babysat, and she was like, did you ever feel loved by me? And he was like, he don't know. Girl, it's because he don't know what love is. You asking him, did he feel something he incapable of feeling?
Also, y'all, I forgot what she asked him, but he was just like, he loved that she was like smart and cruel. And she was just like, that's funny because I didn't think Let me turn up this copyright music in my background. But she was just saying something about, I guess, like, she thought she was cruel too until, you know, they broke up. And I'm just like, for him to say I think he said he loved her because she was smart and cruel. Like, girl, like, that's not a good answer. That's not a good answer. It's not.
And let it go. And let it go. And if you know you did your best to love him and he ain't feel it, he telling me he don't know. It ain't nothing else to talk about. It ain't nothing else to talk about. It ain't nothing else to talk about. I hope she get her stuff together and just leave Nate alone, but it ain't looking like it. Maybe when she found out about Cassie, maybe. But right now, it's not looking like it. But yeah, like, she's going off on, she's going off on Nate in the hot tub. He just sitting there looking stupid. And, you know, she's just like, blah, blah, blah. When you say you want to get married, you want me to go off to college with you and have your babies. And then Cassie projectile vomits on everybody, like, all in the hot tub. It's just a whole mess. It's a whole mess. I'm just like, child, I didn't expect it. I didn't expect a lot of stuff in this episode. I was just like, oh my gosh. She's just like, Maddie, I'm sorry. Maddie. I'm really thinking she about to let the tea out right then and there, but she didn't. I guess because she was just so drunk. She just couldn't keep saying nothing but, Maddie, I'm sorry. And I was tripping, y'all. The way her mama dragged her at the hot tub and she was like, just get out. Oh my God. Her mom, honestly, all these parents need CPS called on them. Like, just take the kids away. I know they about grown at this point, but just take the kids away. Because none of y'all are doing a good job. Real mama don't even know what time of night she be getting at home. She coming back in the house through her window all the time. Like, it's a mess. These parents are terrible. And we already know Cal, which we about to get into him next, but oh my God, none of these parents are worth nothing. I'm gonna talk about Kat real quick because she's like just barely been in the show. So I'm gonna talk about her real quick before I get to Cal. But Maddie sees her, you know, like looking all down and sad, and she asks her like what's wrong. And she was just finally told her that she hate Ethan or whatever. And Maddie gives her some advice. It was kind of good, but kind of bad at the same time. I can't remember exactly what she said, but I was just like, okay. And then I was just like, I don't know. But I'm just like, can Kat finally break up with Ethan? Can we just, I mean, we are barely getting any of that storyline. I think they said, because I forgot, somebody video I watched, they said something about Kat just not gonna be in this season like that. So I don't know. McKay not in this season. Kat is barely in the show. But we ain't getting much with the storyline. So it's just like, can we end it? I mean, let's just end it. But anyways. Oh, there was one more thing I forgot to mention. I know I already said Kat's look a fool. But after her mama was taking her upstairs after the hot tub accident, y'all, she just looked a complete mess. Like, I'm just like, I know Nate is just looking at her like disgusted because she is down bad, y'all. Like, she down bad and he's just getting everything he wants because he ain't nothing but a devil. He ain't nothing but a devil. And y'all know the devil don't want to do nothing but just, you know, kill your spirit. Cassie's spirit was already half gone, but he's just, this situation she got going on with him is just taking the rest of all she got. It's taking the rest of all she got, y'all, because she just looking pitiful, staring at him as she going up these stairs. And I'm just like, girl, get yourself together. See, when Maddie and they got something going on, they into it. I ain't promoting what Maddie do, but she don't get down bad like that. Like, at least she, like, you know, try to glow herself up, you know. She'll probably go find somebody else, you know, try to make him jealous. Like I said, I'm not promoting it. But girl, I'd rather you do that than do this. Because you're looking a hot mess. A hot mess. Sad. She going out sad. She going out bad. Anyways, let's get to our next star of the show, this episode, and that is Cal. First of all, why did he pour that drink when he was down there just talking crap to Nate? Just to set the drink down and walk out the house with a bottle in his hand. But anyway. Anyways. So, he goes out to the garage or whatever. And we see that he still has this Jeep that we seen in the little, you know, throwback memory of him and Derek. I'm just like, oh, Lord. Him and his Jeep. He goes for a ride, y'all. He's already drunk. He's already under influence. And he's just steady drinking as he driving. And he's going wild. And I'm really thinking the whole time he's about to die. He's about to be a goner. Like, he's out of here. And it was at some point, because they kept flashing back between Rue, Elliot, and Jules and Cal's daddy. I mean, Nate's dad, Cal. I was thinking that they were going to, like, crash or something. That didn't happen, as we see. But I was just like, either he about to die, they finna crash, something's about to happen. Like, I'm really thinking, like, he's gone. Like, I'm thinking he gone, y'all. Like, there was not a piece of me that thought he was still finna be here after this episode. Like, I thought he was a goner. But he went. I mean, he lived at the end, but he ain't die. But, so he drives and he goes down to the bar that we saw he went to with Derek in the other episode. So he goes into the bar. He kisses the bar stool seat. Nasty. Anyways, he kisses the bar stool seat. He in there. He ends up going to the little jukebox machine, playing music. Some man comes over there to dance with him. He's fantasizing that this dude is Derek. He's so drunk. He just having fantasies going on. And then he's just like so deep in this fantasy that he literally is trying to wrestle this dude like he's Derek. I'm just like, baby, that ain't Derek. Like, I don't know, to me, you can tell that, where's my lip gloss? You can tell that Cal wasn't being hostile, but you're just trying to wrestle strangers that don't know you. Let's just stop. Like, he just too drunk to been anywhere. He should have been at the house. Anyways, long story short, he trying to wrestle this dude. He get kicked out the bar. He just like, oh, and he gets banned. And he's just like, you can't do that to me. I have good memories here. Nobody cares. So once he gets kicked out the bar, you know, he goes back home. At this point, he has even more alcohol in his system than when he left. I'm still thinking he about to like crash and die, flip this car over, like, because he almost flipped off the road at some point. I think that was on his way to the bar. He real reckless. He driving real reckless. So he ends up getting back to the house. He's peeing in the middle of the floor, and Marsha comes out the room, and she's just like, what are you doing? Like, put your penis up. And he's just like, I think I'm lonely. And she's just like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I think I'm lonely. And the older son, he comes out and he's just like, what the? Like, the fact that they all just came out, besides Marsha, but the fact that all of them just came out like, dude, what the are you doing? Like, just talking to their dad any kind of way. Like, he an a-hole, y'all, but maybe it's just because I'm black. I would never talk to my parents like that. Well, I did call my mom B, but not to her face. Not to her face. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, so he was just like, I'm just telling your mother that I think I'm lonely, yada yada yada. And then he just goes on a whole rampage, y'all. Like, he goes on a rampage. Like, he's like, yeah, do you know how many men I fucked? My first man, when you were inside your mama's belly. Yada 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 yada. Going in, y'all, and they just like, dude, what the, like, you're saying this in front of mom and yada 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 and whatever. Cal did not care. He just let all his tea out. He's like, I'm a man, I'm an animal, I have sex with men, women, transsexuals, I'll do this, that, I eat what I kill. Hold up. Hold up. It was some things that he was saying throughout this whole thing where I was just like, he need to go to jail. He needs to go to jail. He needs to go to jail. I also want to mention, y'all, this man already got beat upside his head by Ashtray, and they just did not knock any nigga sense into him. And this is why violence is not the answer. Violence ain't the answer, because I'm like, all these folks need to get beat. But honestly, Nate got beat, his dad got beat, and they just still act the way they act. A beating ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna help them. But yeah, so he's just like, he's like, I'm a sexist, I'm a chaser. I wrote this stuff down, y'all, because I was just like, he is crazy. He said he was a pig. And the last one, which was the worst of them all, he said he was a effing creep. And he loved it. And I'm just like, dude, you sick. You're sick. Very much so sick. To jail is where he need to go. To jail. And then he gonna turn around and tell Nate that he was his biggest regret. And I'm just like, is it because Nate is the biggest reflection of him? Or is it because Nate kind of put his business on the line because he knows about his daddy and he had the tape and Maddie ended up getting it? Because they actually never show us like if he told his dad that Maddie had the tape or not. But I'ma just assume that he know. I don't know. I don't remember who he thought had the tape. Because he did go to Fed's house. I'm like, did he think Fed's had the tape? Because I think I do remember Fed's telling him like he don't know nothing about no tape and all that. So I think he was just really mad because Nate was the one who kind of had his business like on the line. And he pretty much was just trying to beat everybody to the punch. And he just exposed himself. But at the same time, he was just going to drag everybody else in the process because he feels so low about himself. He killed me when he had the nerve to say, I'm an emotional guy and y'all don't allow me to be emotional. This family backed me into a corner. Y'all backed me into a corner. No. You created these kids. You created this family. You was having all that sex with Marsha unprotected. Don't do that. Let's not do that. The fact that he said he's an emotional guy, baby, that stopped a long time ago. It seemed like the last real emotion you did feel was in that moment with Derek. But after that, baby, you became a whole different person. You became a totally different person. You're not emotional. You just said you eat what you kill. You a pig. You sexist. You a creep. Yet you're emotional. And it's their fault that you can't express your emotions. We're supposed to feel bad for you. No. I know. I mean, he just went off on everybody. The mama, I think she just already knew he was gay and didn't care. She was just like, I'm going to bed. Bye, deuces. Like, she just don't care. Like, she don't care. Her character just seems drained and over everything. She just seems numb. Her character just seems numb because she just can't even deal. She can't even deal. So she goes to bed just like she out of here. He's still yet steady, just dragging everybody else. Dragging the oldest son, talk about the porn that's on his computer. You got the nerve to talk about what porn is on somebody's computer when you record people unknowingly and you have a whole collection of it. This one just like, he got some nerve. He got some nerve. I'm a man. You're not. You're a little boy. Because that's exactly what you was acting like. But yeah, then he was like, y'all can like draw sticks to see who's gonna clean this pee off the floor. Like, y'all, he just went off on everybody. And only he looked bad in the end to me. You're the only one that looks like a fool. Then he talking about Nathaniel, your whole life is a secret. I don't know anything about you. Yada yada yada. And yet again, whose fault is that? Because are you not his father?
What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And everybody keeps talking about who this third son is. I'm not even finna try to come up with an assumption. I don't know. And I will see when I see it. I don't know who this third son is. But he goes over, he takes the family picture off the wall. And he's just like, this is farewell, blah, blah, blah. Where he going? Who knows? Maybe he go try to find Derek. But honestly, once he sober up, he might feel in an entirely different way. He just bold because he was under the influence of all the alcohol. So who knows what's to come with Cal. But I don't think he's gone for good. I don't. Anyways. Oh, last two things I want to talk about is Fez and them. Faye's boyfriend ends up knocking on the door, and he's just like, hey, I think he said Nelson. My TV said Nelson. I've seen some people say their TV said Mouse. I think they lying, because I heard Nelson clear as day, but I'm going to just assume that Nelson is Mouse, because, yeah. So he just like, his baby mama showed up asking a bunch of questions. Then they like shot this scene by this construction site. So I'm just like, did they bury his body? Because y'all, they never showed what had happened. So I'm just like, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Like, I'm gonna just go wait and see. I'm gonna just wait and see. But yeah. Yeah, that happened. People keep thinking like something bad is gonna happen to Fez. I don't know. It might, but I hope it don't. And not that I want anything bad to happen to Ashtray either. But I mean, he the one that killed him. But I know Fez ain't just gonna let him take the fall for that. Like, there's no way. Ashtray is like 12. But then, if something do happen to Fez, what's gonna happen to Ashtray? Because he only, what, 10, 12, whatever. Like, I don't know, y'all. I mean, they let Fez raise himself, so they probably just gonna let Ashtray raise himself too. I don't know. Anyways. Also, at the end, we see Rue, when she goes back to her room, she takes some more drugs. Like, she already took some drugs. And been drinking. But y'all was a little confused on that scene at first. I had ended up watching the episode twice. But she was just, and then I watched the after part of when they be talking about the show. So she basically was between, you know, life and death. She was in that in-between state. And she was just like, you know, hugging her dad, saying that, you know, she wasn't a good person. Like, I think she said something about like disappointing him and, you know, all that stuff. And he's just like, you know, like, she's not the same no more. Like, he don't know her. And he's just like, I always been here. And y'all, honestly, Rue might be lying to people and stuff like that, but I don't think Rue is a bad person. Like, Rue has not displayed that at all. Even with like the Jules and them situation, like she's been mean a few times to Jules. Definitely, we're not gonna excuse her behavior, but it's honestly only have revolved around her drug use. So, but she ain't done nothing like bad to Jules. She ain't having sex with folks like Jules is having sex with Elliot. Like I really think Rue care about Jules, but she just on drugs. Like she just on drugs, and if Jules don't want to be with her because she on drugs, then she just don't need to be with her. They don't need to be together, period. Rue don't need to be with nobody. Honestly, it is a little selfish, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think Rue has like any actual like bad intentions. And Jules, she just don't care. She don't care about Rue for real. She don't. But at first, like, I thought Rue had died. I don't know why. I completely just forgot the scene at the end to where they showed Rue in her room standing up and was just like doing like this. Like, she wasn't dead. She was just almost there. But she's alive, y'all. So for anybody else who was like, is she dead or not? She alive. She ain't dead. She just almost died. But yeah. Then like we ain't see no more progress of Rue and like these drugs. Is she gonna try to sell them for real? Is she just gonna try to do all of, like, I'm just like, girl, you could still make some money if you actually attempted to sell drugs. Like, you ain't just gotta do drugs and not even attempt to sell them. Like, at least attempt. I don't know. So we gonna see what happened with that. Yeah, this episode was crazy. This episode was definitely crazy. So I know the next one is finna be, yeah. I know the next episode is gonna be even crazier, and I cannot wait till this Sunday, honey. Yes, ma'am. But y'all, that's the end of this video. Those were all my thoughts on the episode. Yeah, so make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I really want y'all to comment. Like, I be wanting to hear what y'all got to say, and y'all just don't ever say nothing. It's rude. Nah, let me stop. But no, I really be wanting to hear from y'all. So like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you put your notifications on, and follow my Instagram and my TikTok. That's really where I be. So yeah, the links will be in the description box. Bye.